Hey everybody, Orion Ahev here, and welcome to this week's video. In this week's video, we are going to talk about the 4 human design types, which one you are, how you fit in with the other types, and how all 4 types work together. But before that, real quick, we are giving away a 2-hour human design reading every 50 subscribers right now. The next one we're giving away is at 200 subscribers. So we're just 18 away. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is subscribe to our channel, leave a comment on this video. The more videos you comment on, the more chances you have to win. When we hit 200 subscribers, we'll be giving it away to a random subscriber. One more quick announcement, we are doing a 7-day human design challenge. You can see the details here. And I invite you into the challenge, it's free. There's 3 live workshops, a live closing integration call, and the key of this challenge is that I'm going to invite you to challenge yourself to live your type, live your strategy, live the wisdom of your aura, live the wisdom of your authority. Notice when your not self comes up and actually work with that not self and practice in your day-to-day life with me walking right beside you, as well as a group of your peers supporting you and doing it as a community, really practicing living your design. So hope to see you there. The challenge starts on September 19th, goes till September 25th, 2022, if you happen to be watching this in September 2022. So let's dive into the video. So there are 4 major types in human design: generators, reflectors, manifestors, and projectors. And the generator type has 2 subtypes. There's a manifesting generator and a generator. Sometimes I just call them the pure generators versus the manifesting generators, just to separate the 2. And all 4 types have a very distinct way of moving through the world, and they have a very distinct way that their aura interacts with the world, and the ways their auras interact with each other. So the generators are making up 70% of the planet about, and that's because they are kind of the worker bees. They are the ones here to get things done. I am a manifesting generator personally. So if you are a generator or a manifesting generator, what you have in common with each other is that you are here to use your sacral energy to know what is correct for you to spend your energy on, to say yes or no to. And we have a great video here on the channel about how to listen to your sacral response. I invite you to listen to that video as well. So when you are guided by your sacral response to say yes or no to various opportunities, relationships, meetings, etc., then you will be using your energy in an optimal way, and you'll be leaving satisfied. And your aura will be like a beacon to other generators as well as the other 3 types, letting them know your energy is available. Now, just because someone comes and makes a request for your energy does not mean that that is the correct thing for you. And that's where generators get in trouble. They can get really excited and passionate and thinking that every opportunity is the right one. Your sacral knows. Trust your sacral, because if you start saying yes to the things that your sacral is saying no to, you're going to end up weakening your beacon. Don't weaken the beacon. The generator aura is like a beacon when you're living in alignment with your design and using your energy fully, going to sleep at the end of the night exhausted and satisfied, waking up the next day with a full tank again. Now, the projectors, 18% of the population or so, are here to be guides, mostly for the generators. You can be a guide for manifestors and reflectors, but that's not really a typical interaction between the types. So as projectors, you're here mostly to guide the generators. With your open sacral center, and because you don't have any of your 4 motor centers connected to the throat center, you are here to really be a visitor to energy. You're here to be a visitor, an explorer, a witnesser, an observer of the generators, mostly how they're using their sacral energy in effective ways and ineffective ways. Because you don't have one consistent energy source, one consistent way your sacral energy will guide you through the day, it's more inconsistent. So your energy will come on, come off, and it's important for you to trust that, to not push yourself through, to not try to be a generator, which, this is a generator planet with 70% of us being generators. So most projectors have grown up trying to be generators. So that's the first step, is deconditioning that and practicing letting yourself rest when the energy isn't there. And letting your aura do its work. So you have a focused and absorbing aura, meaning you are focused and taking in the environment around you and the people around you. And you're naturally absorbing wisdom. You're naturally understanding how generators are using their energy efficiently and inefficiently. Now, your strategy is to wait for the invitation, because if you try to tell a generator that they're using their energy in an inefficient way before they're ready to hear it, that will not go well. They will not be able to receive it. You'll end up feeling bitter and not recognized, and that is the not self theme of the projector. So making sure that you are letting your aura do its work, because when you're letting your aura do its work in the moments your energy isn't on, it is naturally going to be absorbing the people and things around you and the situations around you, and you'll be able to see before anyone else what's working and what's not working. And when you can just hold that and wait for the invitation, either the explicit invitation from someone or the implicit invitation from a situation or relationship, then you will be received and recognized, and you'll have success with your wisdom. So we have another video on the channel about waiting for the invitation. If you're a projector or any other type and want to know more about it, go ahead over and watch that video. Now let's move into manifestors. Manifestors, you're about 8% of the population. And manifestors are really here to bring in bigger ideas into Earth, into the planet. And you're here to initiate those ideas. You're the only of the 4 types that are here to initiate. Generators are waiting to respond with their sacral energy. Projectors are waiting for the invitation, and reflectors are waiting out the lunar cycle. You're here to initiate and inform. It's really important that you inform before you start taking action, because remember, the generators are already doing a bunch of stuff. They already have a million requests for their energy. The projectors are waiting for that invitation for the right moments. You are here to kind of disrupt things, to initiate things, to get things started. And it could be in a good way or it could be in a bad way. So there's good disruption and bad disruption, meaning disruption that is met with resistance or disruption that is not met with resistance. So the goal of informing isn't asking for permission. It's removing resistance from your path. It's letting people know what you're up to before you start just doing it. And because when you start working, it's going to impact everyone around you. When you start acting, when you start moving about the world, your aura in human design is described as closed and repelling. But to me, that doesn't mean that you're closed off to the world or closed off to people or will naturally repel other people. It means that because you do have such an impact on the world, just by being you, just by bringing in the disruption, that there can be this feeling from those around you of like, oh my God, what are they going to do next? When you inform them, they can relax, and you remove resistance before you act, and you can enroll people in the mission. Now, the way the types work together so far is that manifestors are really designed to share their big vision with projectors, because projectors have been absorbing the generators and understand kind of how to deliver the big visions in a way that the generators can understand and take in smaller chunks. Now, that's a collective high-level view of how these 3 types work together. With that said, it's not something to try to force or don't go search. If you're a manifestor, it's like, don't run everyone in your life's charts without their permission and start you're a projector, so I need to tell you. Ideally, when everyone starts living their design more and more and starts trusting their inner wisdom and starts coming out of the whims of the mind and what they've learned about themselves in the world and starts trusting their body again, that naturally the 4 types will start to work together as they're designed to again. So yes, if you have people in your life who you know are into human design and you know they're projectors, explore that. But don't worry about if you don't. Just inform whoever will be impacted by what you're about to say or do. Let them know before you're going to do so. That way you remove resistance from your path, you enroll people in your big vision, you get to get it started, you get to initiate, inform, get everyone excited, get it moving. And then once it's moving and you don't feel this spark, this pull towards it anymore, then you get to step back and watch it continue to grow without you, because you informed everyone and got them ready. And then you wait for your next spark to initiate and inform and begin the next thing. Now, reflectors, you're here, you're about 1 to 2% of the population, and you are here looking at the world, viewing the world kind of at the paragraph level. The generators, manifestors, and projectors are kind of viewing it at the level of the sentence, while you have a paragraph view. So you have a bigger view, a more collective view. And that's why, while the other 3 types are kind of operating in the day cycle, as the sun moves through all the gates, you're operating in a moon cycle. So what that means is the other 3 types can find consistency they can rely on in their defined channels and gates. And as the sun moves through other gates, they'll have different activations that they kind of get used to every day. For you, because you don't have any defined channels or centers, then you're moving through a sampling aura. Your aura is a sampling aura. And you're constantly sampling what it's like to feel in different ways and have different channels activated based on where the planets are moving through the sky in any given moment, and based on what people you're around and what auras you're moving through. You're here, you're sampling. And there's no, the biggest challenge for a reflector is comparing themselves to others, and because you operate so differently than most of the world. So ideally, if you can take a few days, even a few weeks out in nature alone to kind of recalibrate to yourself and your rhythms, that would be amazing. I know that's not possible for most people in the modern day. If you can take just even a few hours every week to get out into nature and to recalibrate to yourself, that's really, really important. And because, again, you're going to find consistency over 28 days. As the moon moves through all the gates over a 28-day period, it's going to activate different channels in your chart in the same consistent way every month. And it's going to stay in those channel activations for about 9 or so hours. So you get to really feel this consistency of a rhythm over a month period, the paragraph versus the day, the sentence. It's not better or worse. It's actually truly incredible. It's your design. And living your design is what's most important. And you can see the bigger patterns of the collective. And the most important decision for you to make is to get into the right environment and to let yourself be surprised and delighted by life. To if you try to control life too much, there's going to be a lot of disappointment. So you'll naturally, as you get yourself in the right environment. And I also invite you to really look at your incarnation cross and focus on your profile, which are other two consistent things you can look for in your life. We have a video here on the channel about the incarnation cross. I invite you to watch that. And you'll find a natural place where your paragraph view is really, really welcome. And when you really allow yourself to focus on that 28-day lunar cycle, you can find that place of consistency instead of looking for it in the day-to-day. And, journal about it. Have a 28-day journal to just write down quick each day. What was today like? What was I feeling? What was I thinking about? And you can start to see the patterns. All right, so that's all I got for this video. We're not going to talk about the difference between generators and manifesting generators in this video. That'll be a separate video. Just what I talked about today is what you have in common, which is a lot. So focus on that. And just a reminder, we're doing that 7-day challenge. You can find out more here at this URL, orionahub.com/challenge. And we are giving away that 2-hour human design reading. It's a $397 value, 2 hours one-on-one with me. Again, all you have to do to enter the giveaway, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment on this video, and then go ahead and comment on some other videos. The more videos you comment on, the more chances you have to win the reading. So I hope I get to give a reading with you. And, every week we do videos on human design, self-love, how to live in the unknown, how to let your body guide you into the unknown, and build the capacity of your nervous system. So hope to see you back next week. Hope you're having a beautiful day.